is lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before.
Good morning, ninjas. Welcome to Princess Ninja and Keto. My name is Melanie. Welcome to the sunshiny state of Florida where it is, I'm in a different vehicle, 72 degrees at 6:59 a.m. Yes, I said 72 degrees. So much for winter. It's supposed to rain today, and I gotta be honest with you, it feels like summer out there. It's awesome. Got this breeze blowing. It's warm air. It's nice. It's making me miss the beach. Okay, so this is my ketogenic channel Monday through Friday when I'm at work. When I'm at work, I show you my lunch, but I'm not going to show you my lunch today because you got to see the nutrients on my cronometer instruction that I'm going to enter next. But let's start our day. So, I am still feeling very discouraged, but hopeful. I am trying to stay positive. I've had several carnivore YouTubers reach out to me in private message and say, please don't give up. This is just like the keto flu. In a few days, your body's going to adjust. You're going to be fine. And because my biggest comment to them was, am I going to have to supplement this forever? Because right now I'm at like $30, $40 a month in supplementation, and I just don't have that. And to me, if it's a complete nutrition plan, yeah, you might need a little bit of supplementation here and there based on your own food likes and dislikes. However, if a nutrition plan requires $40, $50 a month in supplementation and popping pills, then it's not a complete nutrition plan. Maybe it is for you, and maybe you can do it without supplementation, but I have not as of yet. With that being said, today I feel better. I have energy. I don't feel so lethargic and tired. I did, however, jump out of bed at 4 a.m. this morning with a horrible cramp in my calf. So far, that's the only two cramps that I've had, like where my calf is knotting up, right? It's very painful. I have felt a couple little flutters. I also had a question about heart palpitations. Please understand that I've been a heart patient for 20 years. This has nothing to do with keto, right? But electrolytes imbalances can cause palpitations. Palpitations, it feels like, okay, so you know how when you get butterflies in your stomach, it feels like that, but in your heart. It just feels like, if I had to describe a palpitation, it feels like 100 little million bubbles going off in your heart. You can feel a flutter. Sometimes you'll feel like a flush feeling, like you've gone over a hill in a car. That's actually a PVC for most of us. For most of us, that sensation that you're falling is like a PVC, or it's definitely a change in your heart rhythm. These are a lot of the symptoms that I get. But when we talk about carnivore and the palpitations that I've had, it's just this little fluttery. Like if I was inside your chest doing this, lightly tapping, that's what the flutter would feel like. And then sometimes it would make you feel a little head rush kind of thing. But completely harmless. I do have a pacemaker. My cardiologist can see everything my heart's doing. And if there was a dangerous rhythm, which once before I had a bad rhythm, they called me immediately into the office. So I'm not worried about what's going on with my heart right now, other than just listen to your body, right? You have to do what's good for your body. Just because everybody's in a challenge, I am not going to stay in here and be a detriment to my own health just because I want to be part of the carnivore challenge. I'm doing this for health purposes. Just like when you go from the SAD diet to the keto diet, there is going to be a period of transition. There's going to be a period of transition. Your body's going to be like, wait a minute, what's happening? This is so different than what she was doing, right? It's going to happen. I had the keto flu when I first started keto. And I was making Soleil water, and I was drinking all kinds of replenisher, and I was drinking Powerade Zero, and I was all day long, I was consciously drinking these things for electrolytes. But eventually, my body got used to not having them, and I haven't had them. I haven't had to do electrolytes in 7, 8, 9, 10 months. But then I went to a lower carbohydrate keto, 10 total carbs or less. And I went through a small adjustment period where I felt kind of tired, had kind of a headache, didn't feel good. But then a few days later, I felt fine. Well, now I've gone to, I think yesterday I had 1.7 carbs. The day before I had 1.7 carbs, absolutely zero sugar. And my body's freaking out a little bit. So I am doing supplementation.
Can anyone see the problem here? Anyone see the issue? So, like, I'm never leaving my truck now. This is where I will be staying for the rest of my life. Yep. Look at the size of the fangs on that thing. And there it goes.
And we have another gorgeous sunrise. All right, guys, I've had several requests of people asking how I know how much sodium, potassium, and magnesium that I'm getting per day, because they don't see that on their app. Now, almost every nutrition app out there has an upgraded version where you can find this. But if you have Cronometer and you have upgraded your subscription, let's just go into mine real quick. So we are inside my Cronometer right here. Now look up at the top. Do you see the view that I have? Okay, I can have this view, I can have this view, or I can have this view, right? Those are the three views that I can have. But for now, we're just going to click on, all I did was tap up there near energy. And now I have here, and it says full report. So I'm going to choose the full report. And this is what your full report includes. Now, this is what my Cronometer looks like at 6:48 a.m. I have already logged my coffee, I've logged my lunch today, I've logged my breakfast today, but this is all of the information that I can see from this full report. You can see here I've got 133% of vitamin C, 51% iron, B12 190, calcium 63, vitamin A, folate are kind of low. You can see my calories, you can see my calorie goal. My water, I haven't really logged my water, so it is what it is. This shows the vitamin Bs, right? B12, folate, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. I'm not too much worried about vitamin D, only because I live in Florida and my job, I work outside. So I am continuously exposed to the Florida sun. My minerals, you can see calcium, chromium, copper, iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, selenium, sodium, and zinc. This is where I get my totals. Please keep in mind that this is my totals as of right now. I have not, number one, I haven't logged my Soleil water. So my sodium is much higher than it is right now because I can't find, I know it's about 800 milligrams of sodium for 1 teaspoon, and that's what I've had so far. This breaks down the carbohydrates, and I love this. This shows me that my net carbs is 1.4, my total carbs is 1.7, my sugar's 1.1, no glucose, 0.1 sucrose, and that's from my collagen, vanilla flavored. If I got a unflavored collagen, I wouldn't have that. This shows the lipids. It breaks down my fat and what kind of fat that I'm consuming. This is my proteins. These are the different types of protein that construct the protein that I'm eating. And then, of course, down here is omega-6, omega-3s, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium. So right now, I'm neutral in my alkalinity if you look at the very bottom of the screen. Anyway, that is all of the things that you can see. You can see a lot more when you upgrade. But if I wanted to find out in a specific, I would just click on whatever it was that I wanted to look at. And then also I could get the detailed list down here. Of course, you see 200 milligrams of magnesium and nothing else, right? And then it tells you the alkalinity of the food. It breaks it all down for you. All right, guys, so that is just a quick glance at the upgraded version of Cronometer. Almost every nutrition app out there has those same options available. So that's how I'm able to go to the whiteboard every single night and then show you in detail what it is that I'm doing for the day. That's very important information for me. Will I use it forever? Probably not. Just until I find what works and until I enter maintenance mode, and then I will stop that. So I just want to recap real quick. Please keep in mind, I'm not going to do anything that's a detriment to my health. I don't care what challenge or what commitment I've made. First priority is taking care of my health, and I would never do anything to compromise that. However, anytime you drastically change your eating, you're going to feel the effects, the transition. Most people will, and I happen to be a little bit more sensitive. Number two, I do feel better today than I did yesterday, and I feel a lot better than I did on day 2. So that's a bonus. Number three, are there things that I can do to help myself through this transition period? Absolutely, 100%, and I'm doing them. Are they considered strict, clean carnivore? Nope. But I'm going to do what I got to do to make this my version of carnivore, to make my health optimal. I don't care what someone else does or any kind of prestige. And that's the thing that Keto Diamond hit on yesterday. It doesn't matter what kind of keto you're doing. You do what works for you. It doesn't make me better. And if I lose weight faster, that still doesn't make me a better person. If my body is shaped differently than you, that doesn't make me a better person. Our metabolisms are different. Our food sensitivities are different. Our lifestyles, our grocery budgets. There are so many things that factor into doing a keto lifestyle that I would never judge or place judgment against any of you. And I would hope that you would afford me the same respect and consideration. That if I can't stay in this carnivore challenge, I'm hoping that you wouldn't look down on me or judge me as a result. I have to do what's best for myself and my well-being. So I'm going to hang in here for a few more days, and because it is getting better. But I'm going to hang in for a few more days and see what happens. And I'm going to vlog it all. I'll see you at the next segment. Guys, here's the accountability board. Now, this was not a cheat and it was not a binge. My calories today were 2490. I did not purposefully eat that many calories, but we took my husband out for his birthday, and the only thing that they had there that was carnivore was prime rib. Everything else had some kind of sauce or seasoning on it that I could not be 100% sure of, so I opted for the prime rib. I ate all 12 ounces, and I ended up with 2,490 calories. However, I didn't have any sides or anything else, and it was my second meal of the day. I think I'm pretty good there, though. My protein was 167, my fat 194, my total carbs 1.7. My potassium was 3,052, sodium 2,605, magnesium 488, and H2O 82. However, I know my sodium was much higher than that, but I just don't know how to log 1 teaspoon of Soleil water. Up here, you can see my weight came back down 1.7 pounds. That was the initial water weight from increasing my sodium and going high sodium. So as my body becomes accustomed to the new level of sodium and I get my electrolytes figured out, the weight will also come off. Anyway, let me turn this camera around and say goodnight. All right, guys, one of the things that's a little bit frustrating and I'm really not understanding is why I'm so hungry on carnivore. Like, I was really good and doing really well at 1,500 calories, 1,700 calories. But man, I have found that I am so hungry, so hungry. Anyway, I got this in the mail today, so I'm going to try that out and let you know. But I also got this brand, which is a Keto Light. And what I did was I made myself some Ketorade for tomorrow in here, with some Ultima Refresher. I did 1 teaspoon of Soleil water, 2 Ultima Refresher packs. I did 3 milliliters, which is 3 dropper full of the Keto Chow electrolyte drops. And plus I'm going to be taking the magnesium and of course the potassium. So I'm going to see how tomorrow goes. But today I did feel better. I'm just being honest with you. I still felt the occasional flutter. I still didn't feel 100% like strong and normal, but I am feeling better. So I can't complain. I have made an improvement. So I'm going to keep going with the electrolytes. I'm going to keep pushing the water, and I'll be back tomorrow with another daily vlog. Let me go spend some time with my wonderful husband on his birthday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.